Here's Thomas. The quick look, no good that time. Here's McCoy. Sinks the three-pointer. McCoy's got 8 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. Over Shea. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans, trailing by 10. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Pelicans keep it alive. Pass to McCoy. Williamson is screen on Fox. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Coulibaly, bounce pass. Williamson is screen on Fox. And it's McCoy missing.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Now, here's Thomas. Stamey at 12. Now, here's Shea. Pass to Coulibaly. Williamson with it. And here's Shea. Williamson is screen on Perkins. Gets it down to single digits. McCoy's got 5 points now in the quarter. Brooklyn leading by 8. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And the Nets making a change here. Powell's checked in.
Norman Powell.
And Brooklyn has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Man with it. Shea's there. Perkins with the bucket.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now here's Shea. He's got 10. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Perkins got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's tipped and stolen by Shea. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Finished off the break. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
Well, getting out in the open court there, and Ingram just finishes off the break.
Now Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Shea left side. All sorts of time. And he gets it back. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. McCoy's got 7 points for the quarter. Nets leading by 7. Here's Mann. He's got 8. Thomas passes to Claxton. Right side, Thomas. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
And he's good on the 3 ball. And now just a 4-point Nets lead.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the 2nd, so he might be heating up.
Mann passes to Claxton. Now Powell. He's covered by Ingram. Fade away. The shot by Powell, no good. New Orleans has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Back to Thomas. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's McCoy. And with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Powell against Ingram. Pass to Perkins. Clock at 6. The 3 from Thomas, and the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 16 points.
And a bit of a struggle for him so far in the quarter. Just 1-5 from the field.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Ball dishes to Che. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 18.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
It's the Nets now. 4-point game. 40 seconds left now here in the second. On the wing, man. Covered by Che. And stolen by Che. Driving inside. Hawkins. Rebounded by the Nets. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. And here is Thomas. 16 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Rejected by McCoy. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming to the floor for the Nets. Number 14, Sam.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 4.
40 minutes.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
You know, for New Orleans, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, kid.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
You look at the numbers, they're getting to the line over and over.
That'll do it for our show today.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pelicans trail by 4. Lob it forward. Ingram and Williamson. Shea is out there with Koulibaly. And it's clinging into the center, filling out the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. On the wing, Koulibaly. Shot clock at 5. Back to Shea. And the 3 off target.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. And Stan, while in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
Well, that's a terrific assessment.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Back to Che. Pass to Koulibaly. Williamson with it. Over Perkins. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
And the foul called on Shea. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Fox with it. 10 points for him. And the foul called on Shea.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Pelicans now. They trail by 3. It's Hawkins on the wing. And a wide open look for Shea. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. McCoy's got 21 in the game.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
No one covering. Cobb's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Mann. 8 points for him. Banked in off the glass. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shea outside. Here's Hawkins. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Now Cobb. He's got 5. Comes up empty down low. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead, leading by... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Cobb is out there with Johnson. And it's Fox. Then it's Tre Mann. And it's Clowney in at the center. Shea outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Shea. For 3. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they are looking at a ton of road games in the next stretch, but this team shouldn't fear the idea of it. They've been more than capable of getting wins on the road, and I wouldn't expect anything less on this trip.
And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Ingram's checked in.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Nets shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Now, here's Cobb. He's covered by Ingram. Now here's Cobb. 5 to shoot. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 5th rebound in this one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Jay sets a screen for Ingram. It's Jay, top of the key, to take the lead. The rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Cobb in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. And the Nets lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Jay outside. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Cobb in the corner. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Klingon's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Williamson, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, the idea of a guy the size of Zion pulling off a move like that is frightening.
Pass to Mann. Here's Cobb. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. To the paint. It's deflected. Jay outside. Traps in the tray. McCoy's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
Johnson sends the screen for Cobb. And again, it's the Nets missing. New Orleans leading by 4. Williamson is screen on Fox. Jay outside. Williamson outside. Klingon with it. Johnson's there. And here's Ingram from the arc. Here's Klingon. The rebound by Johnson. Nets trail by 4. To halt the run, and Cobb lays it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Williamson, the screen. McCoy passes to Ingram. Shoots over Cobb. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Jay.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
Here's Cobb. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Mann can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jay dishes to Williamson. It's good. Now it's a 6-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Inside, Clowney got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. And here we go, fast break with Jay. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Johnson. Powell comes in for Cobb. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Trey Mann. Fox passes to Claxton. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Klingon's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Jay throws it down hard.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense defense to turn up the heat a little.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Fox kicks to Thomas. Back to Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. He really knows how to get himself to the line.
Perkins, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 16-7 run. Shea outside. Pass to Ingram. Shea inside. Guarded by Fox. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Six to shoot. Shea dishes to Ingram. It's not going to go for him. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's McCoy. Plays it up and banks it in. McCoy's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside, Fox. Over McCoy. Fox, no good. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Pass to Coulibaly. And here's Shea. Back to Coulibaly. Gets an open look and hits. And now a 10-point Pelican lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Fox. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
Using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Shea outside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
One shot.
East End, the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
Back to Shea. New Orleans moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Coulibaly off a pick from McCoy. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Coulibaly's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pelicans.
Well, it's only his second three of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Shea outside. Pass to Koulibaly. Takes it inside. Up again. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Shea up top. Down low.
All the officials are all over that one.
Nicholas Claxton. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Fox. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Koulibaly. McCoy passes to Williamson.
Next, Nicholas Claxton. 4th team foul.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
Well, with the way that Zion invites contact, he spends a lot of his time at the free throw line.
There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Fox with it. Perkins with the screen for Fox. It's tipped. Now Shea. And he finishes nicely on the layup. McCoy's got 12 now in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Fox passes to Claxton, and that one drops for him.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the lead in that pick and roll. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Pelicans.
Didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shea.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Fox inside the line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Shea inside. Guarded by Fox. A nice shot by McCoy. McCoy's got the lead up to